Okay, bro, I've just had an insight that I think might actually just change your life, so just bear with me for a second. I just want you to imagine what the average teen looks like and acts like. He's kind of awkward because he's always adjusting his shirt all the time. He thinks working out is shallow, so of course he doesn't do any of it. He probably sits in a crusty chair with little bits of candy and chips all over their lap. Like, you can just imagine that. You can probably think of a few friends who act just like that. They're probably exactly how I described them. And in fact, you can probably also relate to what I've just said. I know I can, but that's what I was like for the majority of my life. But here's the thing that's so interesting. I don't mean this to make you feel bad. I mean this to give you some insight, because here's the thing. If you just did 5 push-ups right now, hypothetically, you've just beaten like 90% of all teens today. 90% of all teams today haven't even done a single push-up, let alone 5. Think about that. It feels kind of weird to digest, but just think about it. By just doing 5 push-ups and just studying for 15 minutes, you've effectively just beaten 90% of all teens, bro. Because again, think about it. What are your friends doing right now? One of them's probably beating their meat right now. One of them's probably eating crusty, awful, back of the cupboard chips while watching YouTube. Another one's probably just wasting time scrolling on social media. By you just sticking around for this long onto this video without clicking off just shows that you are not just an average teen, bro. You are above these people. You are literally above 90% of teens if you just do a few good habits every single day consistently. That's all it takes. By you just showing up and doing the delayed gratification that feels a little bit hard right now, but you know is good for you, you just beat 90% of teens, because 90% of teens make their decisions off of emotions. I've done the exact same thing. For 12 years of my life, all I did was listen to emotions. I felt like playing video games, so I did it for 12 hours a day. I didn't feel like playing the game of life and studying and working out, so I didn't do it. I felt like eating ice cream. I felt like doing the bad habits. I felt like doing the instant gratification. And that's 90% of teens. That's why you don't feel like working out. Because nobody feels like working out. Nobody feels like doing the good habits. But the people that do, even when they don't feel like it, they're the winners of this generation. I'm telling you. Future millionaires are not going to be made by some tech startup or by some crypto. As teens, the biggest thing you can do to ensure success in the future is to just delay gratification. Do the hard work when you don't feel like it. Have the discipline to do the painful activity, and then watch as your future self just becomes happier and better. If you can accept this, if you can understand this concept, you are miles ahead of everybody else already. Because that's all it takes. By you just showing up and doing the hard work for a few minutes a day, you can surpass literally everybody. By doing the 1% activity, by just improving by 1% every single day for a year, that's 17 times better than the start of the year. If you do the math, 1.01 to the power of 365, that's what you get. It is crazy how low the barrier to success is nowadays. And that's how I was able to lose 20 pounds and become the valedictorian for grade 8. That's how I was able to do all the good habits. That's how I was able to motivate myself by knowing that I was on the right path, that I was surpassing these people who were pretty much beneath you at this point. Because again, if you stuck around on a video on how to become a top 1% teen, you are not like everybody else. You are not destined for the same mediocre life that everybody else is choosing right now. I promise you, you will not regret simply showing up, doing the 1% improvements every single day. I promise, just 2 weeks of this new lifestyle of just improving 1% every single day. Just doing the hard work once every single day for 2 weeks. Small improvements, those are what are gonna change your life. Because here's the thing that all the modern media and all the superhero movies have brainwashed into you. Success is not an event. Going on a diet does not mean you get fit. Doing these events do not actually mean anything. Don't mean detail. It doesn't mean anything. What actually means something is the process. The action of doing the small things every single day that after a year or two end up maybe giving you the biggest gains. It's by doing all of the small improvements every single day, getting 1% better every single day. That is what's going to lead you to freedom. That's what you must do. You must delay the gratification. When I didn't understand that was why I was playing video games for 12 hours a day, because I didn't know this stuff. By listening to me, you can see the endless possibilities that come from this. When you're able to delay the gratification, all of a sudden you don't need video games to cope with a bad life. You're improving your life every single day. By delaying the gratification, you end every single day with a smile, not with these negative bullcrap thoughts of you poking fun at yourself. Not you having this weird sense of humor where you're pretty much like the class clown of the friend group, where you're making jokes about yourself like you're some mouth-breathing like jester of a court. You must beat these people. It is your duty to beat these people, because these next few years are the most formative years of our lives. If you do the right things today, you will not regret it. But if you waste your days playing video games and doing all the instant gratification that you've been conditioned to do, that I've been doing every single day for probably 12 years before I got into self-improvement, you will regret it so much because you will look back on these years and see how much of it you have wasted, how much potential you've lost out. It is so sad to see that people accepting this as a way of life. Instant gratification is probably a way of life for you and your entire family, whether it be eating junk food, playing video games, watching porn, fapping. All of these insidious habits, they will destroy you if you don't take action. To stand out, you just have to stop doing these, and it only takes a few weeks to really improve your mental health to that point, which is why I'd just like to urge you to, again, remember, it's not very difficult to stand out nowadays. Do the small things every single day that will give you the biggest leverage. Just do 5 push-ups a day. Just make your bed today. Just do these small things, drink an extra glass of water. These small changes are what bring the biggest results, and you will not regret it. Get on a plan of maybe doing 5 push-ups every single day, studying for 15 minutes, and then drinking an extra glass of water and making your bed. Get on the plan like that, just every single day. You do that for 2 weeks and it'll literally change the trajectory of your life. Because that's how you do it. If you want to get out of a rut, it's a process of slowly and progressively increasing the difficulty until you finally become a top 1% team and everybody asks you, what did you do? What secret is there? There's no secret to become valedictorian, to lose 20 pounds, all of these things which I have done. It just takes small changes. And that's what you need. So again, my name is Atharv, and I help teens become top 1% teens and get rid of all their addictions and bad habits of the modern day. And if you watch till the end, you will greatly benefit from more of my content. So go down and click the subscribe button, and above all else, just show up. My name's Atharv. See you soon.